This week we had the opportunity to come to a large national park that's here in East Africa. It's basically a dirt road, several dirt paths through an area of the country that is designated as a game reserve area and a wildlife park. And it actually borders on one of the largest game reserves on the entire continent of Africa. So there's all kinds of wild animals and lots of great scenery and interesting things to see. A lot of people from PBT have been here before and told us about it. We got to come with another family from PBT who had never been before, and so we arrived in the evening and planned to spend the night. So we got our hotel room and then we went into the park. When we got in there, we were driving around and then something very unexpected occurred. So the park closes at 6:30, which is right around sunset, and our plan this evening was to just go in for the small loop, which should only take us maybe an hour and a half or so, we think. And so we get in and we sort of get a little mixed up on our direction and we miss a turn. We end up turning around and coming back, hoping to have just enough time to get out before they shut the gate and everything. And then on our way back through, just as the sun was setting, we slipped a little bit off of the road and into what would be a large mud puddle. Well, that's kind of an understatement, but anyway, our truck became completely stuck. One of those kind of things where you instantly know you're not going to get out without some help. And so we tried a little bit of rocking and a little bit of turning and moving around the truck, but no luck. So we've been on the phone and we've been calling and texting. Luckily we have enough cell phone coverage, but so far no help has come. At this point we realized that we were stuck inside of an African game reserve at night, in the middle of nowhere with no way to get out. We barely had enough cell phone coverage to call out. So it was about 5 hours that we sat there and we heard all kinds of crazy noises. We heard hyenas, and it was kind of a crazy experience. We couldn't see at all except for just a very short distance because we were down where the puddle that we hit was. We were down lower than the area of the land around us. So it was really quite an adventure for sure. And after several hours, we finally got word that someone from the hotel was coming to get us. They had a four-wheel drive vehicle.
Oh, he's sliding. He's going to come right toward us. Oh. No, not happening. Oh.
So they came and tried to pull us out, but after many unsuccessful attempts, we decided to just pack into their vehicle and go home for the night. We got home at about 12:30 in the morning, and we were exhausted, cleaned up, went to bed. The next morning we came back, and after several more hours of waiting for a vehicle and trying to figure things out, we finally got back to our truck, and with the daylight and with a longer chain and with a lot of effort, we finally pulled our stranded vehicle out of the mud and got back on the road. We got to take a lot of photos of animals that are in the park here. We got to get very close to giraffes and elephants and antelope, and the wildebeests were in here, water buffalo, lots of interesting birds and crazy looking trees and things. Really fascinating area, really cool, great scenery. There's mountains all around, and so in the distance everywhere we can see mountain ranges and layers of mountains. Absolutely beautiful. The weather was pretty good, a little bit of rain, lots, kind of a mix of clouds, but overall pretty good. Alright, we're just finishing up our trip. We're at our last couple of hours here in the park, and then we're going to pack up and head home. We still haven't seen the lion yet, but we've seen a lot of other cool stuff, so we'll see what happens.